What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on ARK Ragnarok. Now, in the last episode, I think we took on the Ice Deathworm Queen. Now, me and my friend actually went and done that a couple more times, and yes, if we go and take a look at our Deathworm, our Ice Cave chest. I did go ahead and repair our armor, but as you can see, both our shields have been absolutely battered. That one needs an absolute ton of polymer and silica pells and crystal to repair, but it's extremely good, and I managed to take, I think, as a good 17-18 hits from the Ice Deathworm Queen with that equipped without it actually doing me any damage. But yeah, next time I go in there, I'll probably take in a spare set of armor as well, just to swap out before we get to Deathworm Queen, and I may just repair the Ascendant Metal Shield instead. It's got a lot less durability and can take a lot less damage than the Riot Shield, but hopefully if I am tanking it, my mate won't take so long killing it. Our rifle's held up well. We've still not built any more bullets. This is still left over after another 2 more runs. So we went in quite over prepared last time. But yeah, let me quickly show you the changes I made to the base place. Now, I did add in a bit of dino storage for our wyverns because I forgot how annoying their hitboxes were with their tails. And with all of them laying around the front here, it just really started getting on my nerves. So what I've gone and done is created a little pathway that leads out the back here, runs around the side. Now this guy is our main gatherer for our pelt and charcoal and whatnot. And then you've got a ladder which goes, there's one going up to that level, and then there's another one on that side going up to the next level, and then there's another one at the back going up to the top level. So yeah, they're all put away nice and neatly. It all joins up correctly and nice, and it looks decent on the outside. So if we have a quick look out here, yeah, see, so it's looking pretty decent. I'm not too happy with the amount of pillars I've got. I may remove every other pillar and keep the corner ones in place, just so it still looks supported, but for now I think it's pretty decent. And it's just started to rain, which wise, well, oh no, this is not what I needed straight away. And I didn't die, which is, I'm not sure, a great thing. Yep, whoops, I really need to put like a protecting banister. Let me find my way back up there. It's going to take me a few minutes obviously, because running around is a bit of a joke around here. But yeah, I'll bring you back once I'm back up there. Not the greatest start. Okay guys, now that we've finally made it back up to our base, I'll probably throw in a few clips of what I just had to go through to get back up here. And in the clips you probably saw that I did actually have a parachute on me, but I didn't have it equipped in my last slot, where I usually do to use it when I fell. Yeah, I had to go up all the way over on that side and then go around the cliff. I got attacked by raptors and carnos. If it wasn't due to the fact that we pumped our health up to 670 for the ice cave, we definitely would have died on the fall. And as you can see, our ghillie chest piece and ghillie boots took an absolute beating on the way back. All of these were freshly repaired. So yeah, if it wasn't for that and for our ascendant compound bow and our ascendant sword, we definitely would have died on the way back. But yes, as I was about to say, is that if you can tell, oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go back to orbital cam and then zoom in. We've got the glowy eyes skin now. I didn't realise how to get this. I did see that other people had it, and you need to actually cure the swamp fever, which me and my mate managed to actually catch looking for some frogs that we were breeding at the moment. But yeah, putting on the skin made me realise that we definitely need to sort out our hair. So to begin this episode off, to begin this episode off, we might as well give ourselves a quick haircut. If I remember how to do this, is it right click, left click? Yeah, left click. Okay, mohawk, afro, romantic, dreadlocks, ponytail, rotate, zoom. Can we not do any of these things? Braids. Let's take the hair length down a bit. I like the mohawk. I like it short. Yeah, if we do that, how do we accept? Okay, we just press start. And then if we go again, there should be a way of doing our beard. Facial hair, there we go. As you can see, I've done this many times before. That with a mohawk. Definitely not the mutton chops. Dread beard. A bit of a gruffle sort of style there. We take it down a bit. And goatee's a little bit too much. I think if we go romantic and about there, just to give us that sort of like rough and ready look with our mohawk once it all grows back in. And then there we go, and hopefully we should now, yep, and again I'm doing that instead of zooming. There we go. So obviously we've got to wait for that to grow back in, but I like our glowy eye skin that we've got now. But yeah, today we want to actually, first of all, put away the scissors, guy. We don't want them out. I've lost my otter and I don't know where it's gone. Obviously where I've gone and left the game at some point somewhere in the world. I know it's not dead, but where I've obviously exited the game somewhere and it's come off my shoulder, I've just completely forgotten where it is, which is not great because I like that otter. It actually kept us warm, which means we've had to upgrade a couple of our fur pieces. So we're wearing a fur hat, fur leggings, fur gauntlets, ghillie boots and ghillie chest piece. Now, before we head off on today's adventures, I want to make sure that we've got some other ghillie stuff with us. So let me grab another pair of boots because these ones are about to bust. Another chest piece because they're about to bust. Grab some arms, some legs, and have we got any hands? We can do without a hand actually. Was there hands in there? Or am I going blind? There are hands in there. There we go. We'll grab them. Or have we just grabbed two lots of hands? We have. It's me just being stupid, isn't it? Yeah. Today we want to go ahead and I'm getting a little bit fed up of running back and forth to the beaver dams to get cement in paste. So I want to get a bunch of snails tamed up. to start producing the cementing paste for us in order to make the ridiculous amounts of polymer that we are having to do to create our ascendant weapons and repair ascendant tools and whatnot. And I'm starving because we're still healing. Let's quickly grab some more food. But in order to tame a bunch of snails, we need a bunch of, what is it, the tasty cakes or veggie tasty treats or whatever it is they're called. And then in order to make them, we need a ridiculous amounts of honey, which means we are actually wanting to go out to tame some bees today. And then hopefully make some tasty cakes in order to tame some snails. But what I'm going to do is, we've already got one beehive up and running. But I wanted to do a couple with you on camera to see if they go just as well as the last one went for me. Now, my mate didn't have too much luck trying to tame the bees. I managed to do it in, I think it's mainly because he took most of the aggro of all of the drones that came off the queen. And I managed to sort of sneak in with the rare flowers, but as you can see, we've got a ton of rare flowers. I actually want to go make up some bug repellent just in case. Well, hopefully that will help. I'll bring you back once it's daytime and we've actually found the beehive. So yeah, I guess I'll see you back shortly. We're back, guys. Now, I've managed to find the beehive. It's not actually too far from where our kibble farm is, which is just over there behind us. It's not within render distance, so hopefully the bee doesn't, well, if there is a queen bee that comes out of it, it doesn't head that way. Because if we have to load up the kibble farm while trying to tame it, it will severely jeopardize our efforts. Now we've got our rare flowers on our last slot. We want to swap out our ghillie stuff, and I forgot to get a ghillie helmet. That's the piece that I was missing. Switch out the arms. Let's put on a full chest piece and some new boots. And then I think we're alright. Now we've got some bug repellent just in case, so we'll use that. Now what I've been doing with these is rather than shooting them or trying to break them, is that I just go with the wyvern and I give it a bite. As you can see the amount of damage, there comes a queen bee. We just back up a little bit, let her go her own way. Don't be coming this way. Come on. There we go. Oh. Now we want to make sure that our guy is on passive. So we'll give a whistle passive. Put this away. And we'll see if we can get close to her without her drones veering off to attack us. Usually if you're crouched, they won't actually attack you. And as you saw, we did have the feed button there just for a second. Come on, turn. There we go, and done. That's one more queen bee for us. And then you just press Y to obtain the beehive, and that's another beehive. Oh, that went extremely well compared to last time. And yeah, as you saw, it did not take long at all, or too much effort. Now, I have found out that if you are standing trying to do that, the drones tend to attack you very quickly. Well, if we have a fly around, these beehives tend to spawn in, well, pretty much anywhere where there's like rocky areas, which I've noticed. So I'm gonna have a little look around, see if we can't find another one nearby. Because to have 4 or 5 of these running at the same time would be extremely handy. Because not only do we need the tasty cakes just to tame up the snails, we also need to keep a decent supply of the tasty cakes to make sure that they're constantly producing the cementing paste for us. Now, can we see any straight off the bat? Come on, there's got to be one dotted about around here somewhere. Can't see any straight off the bat, so what I'll do, I'll have a little fly around once I find another one. Oh no, there we go. Didn't take too long, there's one just up here on the hill. Let us clear some of these. Oh, massive lag spike. Get rid of some of these trees in the area. Now there is one bad thing about these beehives, is that I found that the longer you go without doing a server wipe, the more beehives tend to spawn one on top of each other, or one on top of each other, if I get my words out there. So sometimes you end up having like 9 or 10 beehives all in one spot, which can be a little bit annoying. Do that. We've got one. Oh, yep. Okay, so I think we're alright. Just gonna wait for this queen to decide what she's doing. Back away. We've still got all of our ghillie gear. Our guy should still be on passive. And our bug repellent is still active. So, do this. Come on. I'm only friendly. Come on. Don't get angry. Oh, there we go. Number 2 for us. Now, get another beehive there. But yeah, as you see, it's like you don't really actually even need to tame up the queen bees. It's more of a case of a quality of life sort of thing, because if you go round, then as you saw, it didn't take me long at all to find that hive. But I've lost the bag that it dropped. Where was it? Could have sworn it was just around here. Well, usually whenever you break the beehives, it will drop a bag full of like ridiculous amounts of honey anyway. So you can just go around and harvest them like that. But I thought to have a bunch of these beehives all ready to go and all producing honey, ready for our tasty cakes that we need to make. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just keeping an eye out for any more, because I would really like to grab one more before setting them up at our kibble yard. Let me have a look. My wireframe's just trying to find somewhere to land, by the way. He's not gone completely insane. Now... yeah, well, let me have a little fly around, and once I found one more, I'll bring you back, and then we can head back to the kibble yard to set them down. Oh, no. There I go again, about to make a cut, and there's no need, because there is a beehive just up here. Awesome. And just bite that. Unfortunately, that one didn't have a queen in. But, like I said before, as you can probably see, we just do that. You got the bags there. I can show you just like roughly how much honey is in these as well. We just grapple. Come on. Say just to there. Come on. We just wanted to be... really? Come on. Yeah. So we could just like grab them, and as you can see, it's like hive on top of hive. So we could just keep on doing that, and there's going to be around about 10 or 15 bags there, which is completely unnecessary. Just get back onto our wyvern. And there we go. I'm going to have a look around for another hive that's got another queen, and then I'll take you back to our kibble yard to show you the progress that we've actually made there. So I guess again, I'll see you back shortly. Alright guys, we're back over here at the kibble farm. Now as you can see, the sheer drop in frames. We've definitely increased the sort of the amount of dinos we've got. We've got a couple of Spinos over there, got a couple of Sarcos, got wild ones that are now just flying in. Morellatops, we've got some Pteranodons, a Tapejara, Iguanodons, Dimetrodons, RGs, Galleys, Patchies, Compies, Dimorphodons, the Caracou penguins things, Terrorbirds, Dillos, Raptors, Trikes, Parasaurs, Carnos. We've got a bunch of Rexes. My mates actually started breeding up the Rexes in hopes for the battle. We managed to find a perfect... ow, that is so loud over there next to things. We managed to get a 180, and we were trying to hold out for another 180, but unfortunately he was only able to find another 174, so we've been breeding the 180 with a 174 and getting the offsprings, and then we're breeding them all together. So hopefully out of the combination of them, I think we want the main stats is going to be from the 180, which I think is 11k health and the 337 melee. I think this one's actually got higher melee, the 174. 372, which was this one. Yeah, so we actually want the melee from that one. So this is the female offspring, so we want 372 and 1100. How has that one got 1300 unless he's pumped a level in it? And I think he's also pumped a level in the... Oh, see, he's messed up with that, hasn't he? I asked him not to pump the stats on the breeders, so then you can tell which ones are getting passed on which, but I think he's definitely pumped a couple of stats on that 270 Rex, but actually he shouldn't have, because if that's 260, that's 269. That should be like a... I don't know, I'll talk to him about that later on. I have no idea what he's done there. Yeah, where we've been setting up... Oh yeah, he did tame up a Daedon? The pigs, because obviously one Uteranus, one Dodeodon, or Dedeodon, whatever it's called. I can't really resist picking up the Spino egg because they very rarely lay them, and he is passed out there. Ugh, the lag round here is so ridiculously bad. But before we... well, before our bug repellent wears off, I actually want to go set down the beehives. So if we go over here, we've got a separate little space here where we've put one down. But I don't think there's going to be enough room to put any more. Actually, if we take up a couple of the stone foundations just here. And then what I probably will do is... I need to make sure that I'm able to access these, but then put them next to each other, and I don't want anything from the outside being able to attack them. So what I may have to do is put down a couple of stone foundations just on the outside there, just to prevent any tail swings from Brontos that could possibly damage them. We've got a Giga over there as well, so shouldn't be too bad. Now, where's our beehives at? There they all are. Let's just throw you onto here. Now I want to make it so that we can still access it, but we can still walk past. Will they still sting me if I've got... No, I think you're safe if you've got bug repellent on, which is a good thing. Thank God. Let's back another one just about here. I want to make sure that they're all accessible. And then we want to whack our very last one just here. Ta-da! Have you still got rare flowers in? Yeah, but you're also full of honey. Then we want to whack some rare flowers in a U. And some rare flowers in a U. And some more rare flowers in a U. And then that will be producing all the honey that we could possibly need for our tasty cakes to get our snails. Now we've got some ovis spread up, so if we need mutton, we've got some Titan boas, which my mate and me, well, I painfully had to help him tame up the first one, but yeah, he managed to do the next one by himself, and they are quite a pain to tame up. It is fairly annoying taming them. A couple of turtles in there. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. Our time crunch to try to get our fighting team ready before the DLC hits, the Aberration. We're around about, I think about 6 days away before that comes out. Sorry. Oh, bit of a rubber band in action there. And what is it that I'm hitting that's dragging me back? Let me just get the egg. I really want to get out of this place. It's so framey. And so very loud. I don't want to do that. But yeah, as you can see, we are collecting up a nice collection of eggs. We've got some tasty veggie cakes in there already. I'm going to have to ask my mate to move all of his personal dinos out of here soon because the lag's real and he's got like wolves and wyverns and more wyverns on the roof and pteranodons, and yeah, I think all the dinos that don't have to be over here would be a lot better off being moved somewhere else. The wolf guard in the greenhouse, fine. The giga guard in the back end of the kibble farm is always handy, but yeah, I think the less dinos I'm actually going to go off and kill just to make sure that we've only got a pair of each dino, one male and one female for the eggs, because yeah, the lag around here is getting ridiculously real. But yeah, in between episodes last one and this one, as you saw, I made a little bit of a base expansion. Now we've got the honey ready to make the veggie cakes. We're going to go probably in our next episode to crack on taming some snails, putting the snails at where we're gathering our obsidian to make the polymer, to then build our weapons and repair our weapons. But in between last episode and this episode, I have actually been doing a little bit of a side project of breeding the frogs. Let me just make sure there's no badness in this area that's going to ruin my day. And I just killed a snail then as well. Oh, great, awesome. Could have tamed that, but didn't know it was there, so. But I will show you what I've been doing with the frogs. Now, initially we tamed up 3 180s, 1 male, 2 females. And then I was breeding them up to get the best stats. And out of all of them, I did end up getting 1 mutation, which is that crazy sort of like red streak coming through. And yeah, so these ones are now all garbage ones, which are going to be probably killed off. This is now our new mating pair, which is 1 male, 1 female. One has the higher health, which is him, and he has the higher weight. And then she has the higher stamina and the higher melee. They're the 4 stats that I want on the offspring. Oh, and I'm drowning because our oxygen stat is ridiculously low. They're the 4 stats that I want to be passed on to the offspring, and once I've got a male and female with them 4 stats, and as you can see on here, we've got 1 random mutation which happened after about the second lot of breeding that I done. Yeah, so them 4 are going to get killed off. Once I've got a couple with them 4 stats that I want to breed, they're going to be our frogs, and the frogs are mainly for going around getting the deep sea loot crates, because they are insanely quick. It's like, I don't think he's going to be able to carry our weight, and I don't want to touch the stats, because I want to be able to see what gets passed on to who. But yeah, 500% movement speed, and no word of a lie, just swimming in this little box, if you press A, it will launch you half a mile up into the air. It is just, it's quite fun, but highly insane. But for today, I think that's going to be it. We got the beehives done, and if you didn't know how to do it, now you do know. It's quite simple to actually tame them, really. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully by the next episode, my hair would have grown in, and I would have been, and I will be looking absolutely fantastic. But yeah, today, hopefully you have enjoyed. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. And hopefully if it's your first time to this channel, you do consider subscribing for future ARK content, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.